Hi everyone and welcome to Big OGGIE Golf. Sorry I haven't been around over the Christmas period, but a few health issues with my wife and also with me. I caught the flu. That sort of stopped me going out and doing any filming, except for a couple of things on my other channel. But a couple of weeks ago now, I asked a few people on Twitter if they would send me some questions, and we'd do a question and answer, Ask OGGIE video. Lots of people do question and answer videos. I haven't done one yet, so I threw it open and we've got a few questions. So, let's put my glasses on a minute, so I need to read a couple of them. Some of them are by video, some are by just normal tweet. Okay, so first question we had is from Tony Bartley, and he says, "Hello big fella, if you had to choose 3 clubs to take out for the 3 club comp in winter, which 3 would it be? Or rather, which 2, because 1 must be a putter." So thanks for the content you post, John. Merry Christmas to you all and all at OGGIE Towers. OGGIE Towers? Yeah, that sounds good. The OGGIE penthouse suite in OGGIE Towers. Okay. Clubs. Well, yeah, obviously a putter. I've got a Scotty Cameron putter, and since I've started using that, my putting's improved no end. So that's great for me. Other 2 clubs. Well, normally I'd say something like a driver to get me some distance. However, if I've only got the choice of 2 and I can't get out of bunkers very well, obviously the skill really of bunker play is to not get in them, but I tend to be unlucky and find them quite a lot, so I'd have to take my 60-degree sand wedge just so I can get out of trouble. And the other one I would take is my 5-iron. My 5-iron is pretty much my go-to club for anything. If I'm kind of struggling and just feel I want a decent straight shot, 5-iron it is to me. So my putter, my 5-iron and my sand wedge. Not sure if I'd be good on distances, but hey, we'll get there in the end. Thanks very much for your question, Tony. Now, next question is from John Uren. "Hi Big OGGIE, what's the best Christmas present you ever had? Thanks and a happy Christmas." Well, I'm probably a little bit unusual. My birthday is actually December 23rd. So when I was growing up, it was always a bit tricky. I used to often get told, "Oh, you'll get a big present for Christmas." And instead of having a birthday present, you get a big present for Christmas. Well, that didn't usually happen. It just normally was just a present. So growing up, golf wasn't in my family. I used to try and play a bit, just, going off to pitch and putt places, but golf was never something that my family would pay out for. And they didn't have a lot of money, to be honest, when I was a child. So the best present I ever had was a Subbuteo Club Edition. It was the cheapest edition, but I'd spent quite a long time going to Debenhams in Bristol when it was there, and they had a fantastic Subbuteo set, and it was probably the best Subbuteo set you could ever get. It had proper stadium all round it, and me and my cousin used to go there and just play, just for fun. And they actually liked us at the shop and they let us just carry on and play there all the time, because obviously we were encouraging other people to buy the equipment, I guess. And I told my mum and dad that I wanted a Subbuteo set, and like I said, I didn't have much money, so they got me the club edition. And I remember buying Brazil as my team of choice. And, at the time you just have to get the little bit of carpet out and you kind of roughly iron it so it is relatively flat, and you lay it out on the living room floor and just play Subbuteo for hours and hours. So that was my best present when I was growing up. Okay, the next questions are actually on video.
Hello John, Martin Golfer here. Just a quick question. Did you practice with the fat plate at all, and if you did you find that it improved your strike and helped your game? Cheers mate, happy Christmas to you and keep the good work up. Bye.
Fat plate. Well, fat plate has basically been this channel for the whole of December, I guess, really. We did various reviews with my coach Matt Tutnut, and we've been giving out fat plates over the last month or so. And yes, I do own my own fat plate. I own a fat plate shank, which is the latest version. So we're going to do a review of this one, or shall I say Matt will be doing a review of this one later on in January, I hope, when the weather's better. But yes, I own one. However, like I've said, since I got this one, which is at the start of December, when I was also got the other ones to give away, I haven't been able to use it myself yet because I've been injured. But I'm hoping to go back on the range tomorrow. I'm going to start doing just some light stuff, some pitching and just chipping practice, and then work from there. So I will, in another video, let you know how I'm getting on with the fat plate, but I really think it's going to help me. To be honest, I don't really shank a ball very much. What I do have a problem with is topping a ball and you know, going a long way, but just going a long way flat along the ground. So I think this is going to be perfect for me, just to work out my strike pattern better. So yes, Martin, I do use one, or I will be using one, and I do own one. Okay, next question.
How do, John? Big OGGIE Golf. Question I've got for you is what inspired you to run your golf YouTube channel? I know you've got your one for your business, but why the golf one?
Okay, that question was from Graham McKenzie. Graham McKenzie also runs a YouTube channel. It's called The Grumpy Golfer, and if you haven't had a chance to look at it yet, you know, please take a look. He's another one of those small channels like myself that are just growing steadily, and you know, he's really good. He's actually much better than I am at playing, but he's fun too. So you know, go and take a look at his channel. What inspired me to set up Big OGGIE Golf? Well, as he's actually said on the little video, I run two channels. My other channel is called The OGGIE House, and it's a family channel. When my wife and I moved to St Ives, people thought that I was living the dream. That being that I was an artist working for myself, living in a beautiful part of the country. In fact, probably one of the most beautiful, picturesque coastal towns in the whole of Britain. So I thought we'd sort of show people more about my artwork, and also the things that we get up to living here, just a normal life really. You know, it's not all fun, it's not all touristy. And I did a video Mother's Day. Mother's Day still this year, last year if you're watching it tomorrow. And it was on my other channel, and it was about me going to go and do some golf practice. Golf practice on Mother's Day, and at the end of it I ran to Tesco's and got some chocolates and flowers for the kids to give to Kelly, my wife, and had a few comments on it saying it was really great, really informative, and it would be really interesting for other people to want to see more of someone like me, beginner, 51 at the time, now 52, pretty much unfit, but using golf to try and improve not only my physical health and well-being, but my mental health and well-being as well. And I thought, well, there's a lot of us out there. You know, I've done a lot of the get into golf scheme with other beginners, and most of us are, well, let's say middle-aged, and it is tricky. It is tricky for people like us to break into clubs and to get into new groups. So, you know, most people have their own foursomes that they go and play with when they go and play rounds at their clubs. So it's kind of tricky for us to kind of break into those groups and for us to kind of get established within a club. So I thought, well, let's do it. So as you know, the intention of Big OGGIE Golf is that golf is fun for everyone. You don't have to be the best. You just want to try the best you can. And I do try. Sometimes I'm very trying. Sometimes golf's very trying. But it's fun. And I'm having a laugh, and I'm meeting lots of new people, and that's great. So the reason why I set the channel up was, one, because some people asked me to, and secondly because I wanted to find ways that I could play golf and enjoy it and break down some of the barriers at different golf clubs, and it would give me the opportunity to meet different people who were playing and play with some other people. Not just play by myself on courses, but actually go and meet other people and play. So that's why. Hope that kind of explains why. Okay, next question.
Hi John, Andy the Average Golfer here from Tioplo. Quick question for you, mate. YouTube's a tough old gig, and there's a lot of work involved, and I just wondered, in the last year that you've been doing it, I think it's about a year or so, are you still managing to enjoy the game of golf itself, or has YouTube completely taken over? And how are you managing to sort of balance life, golf, and still enjoying YouTube? Anyway, all the best for next year. Keep on working hard, pal. Have a good Christmas to you and your family, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Thanks, Andy. Well, YouTube is tough. I think I was under no illusions when I first started doing my other channel about how tough it would be. I'd done quite a lot of research, watched quite a lot of other people, and I had some experience of doing video work many years ago. So I kind of knew how tricky it would be, not just the actual going out and filming things, but actually the coming up with ideas, and then the grind of actually having to do all the editing and to try and make it look professional and as best quality as I want it to be. And I think at the technical side of it, I'm not too bad on. I think the editing side I enjoy. I've got used to the filming side and the fact of having to look at myself and hear myself on camera. Golf-wise, I think actually without the YouTube channel, my golf would have stagnated. I think I'd have been the normal shy person that I am. Yeah, I am, honestly. I tend to put on a bit of a persona when I go out, and when I become Big Oggie, it's like a whole different person, and that's great. But I'm normally quite a naturally shy person. I'm also quite depressive, so it is important for me to find ways to get out and enjoy life. And I think if it wasn't for YouTube, I'd have just ended up going up to the local club and practicing, not really getting involved in competitions, not really breaking into down those barriers that we said before in the other question. So YouTube has been great for me, but yeah, it is hard. I think the difficult thing about YouTube is just the coming up with lots and lots of new stuff, and the worry that people are going to find you boring, and the worry that you're not going to be able to create something. Yeah, I'm an artist already, so I suffer from creative mental block when I'm just painting. And the worst thing about painting is you're looking at an empty blank white canvas and you feel, can you do something? And then the longer you wait, the longer the time takes before you start it, the more you think you can't do it. So for me, although it's doubly tough by having two channels, that works for me. If I'm having a bit of a mental block with Big OGGIE Golf, or the weather's not good like it's been recently, I haven't been able to go out on course, then I throw all my efforts into my other channel, and that allows me to think about other things. So we've been doing Christmas pasty reviews and silly things like that. We've been walking into town and doing just like tourism type reviews of events that have been going on, and so that's still allowed me to do more on my editing and filming, and it's still getting me on camera, but it's not always about golf. And now my health's improved a little bit. Things are going more quieter in town now. Christmas and New Year are basically just about to finish, and it'll go really quiet for a couple of months in this part of Cornwall, so there'll be no real events. Now I'll be throwing myself back into the Big OGGIE Golf, and we'll be coming up with lots of ideas and doing lots more travelling. So yeah, if you're going to ever start up a YouTube channel, be under no illusion that it's easy. It's not. It's very, very hard. It's very tough. I hardly ever watch television anymore. Hardly ever get a chance to read books or anything anymore. And if it wasn't for the fact that my wife's very understanding about what I'm doing, and also is actually a big part of the other channel, we wouldn't be able to do this. So yeah, we'll keep going, and we'll keep doing this because it's fun. Andy has had other issues about with his channel doing well and struggling with different content ideas, and like him and like Liam Harrison from Golf Vlogs UK, and like so many other YouTubers out there, we do struggle at times, but if it wasn't fun, we wouldn't do it. So again, thanks for supporting us, everybody, because without you, we'd just be talking to nobody, and that'd be no fun. So, next question.
Okay, here's my question for you, as requested. This is Chris from Providence Golf Club. in Florida, close to Orlando. And my question for you, pretty simple. What are your golfing goals for 2018 in English? All right, let us know. Thanks.
So, what are my goals for 2018? I think that's the whole video, to be honest, Chris. But yeah, I will do a video in a couple of days' time explaining what I want to try and do with the Big OGGIE Golf and how I want to move it forward in 2018. But for my own personal goals, I want to get fitter, I want to get thinner. I need to get a lot more fit so that I can play regular golf. At the moment my back is having a lot of issues, so I can play one round and I need to rest a couple of days, and that's going to be no good for the channel. I want, in the summer or when the light improves, I want to start travelling more, and that'll mean doing little road trips to say you know, Essex and London, and playing 3 or 4 courses in a few days, going up to Manchester again, 3 or 4 courses in a few days. So my goals at the moment are getting fitter, getting healthier, and golf will be part of that, obviously, with the extra exercise. And I want to go down from the 34.1 that I am at the moment down to about, let's say, low 20s. Low 20s would be great for me. I think that's where probably my golf is going to always kind of be around. And I just want to be a bit more competitive. But I will do another video, big longer video about this later on. But thanks very much, Chris, and thank you once again for inviting me to play. The last question is from someone that a lot of you will know, and it's from Liam Harrison.
Big OGGIE, People's Golfers here. Fancy a vlog? Happy Christmas.
Liam Harrison, Golf Vlogs UK. Do a vlog with Liam? Yeah, of course I would. I think anyone would. And I would be honoured and delighted to not only do some videos, some collaboration work with Liam and his friends and all his golf mates, but I'd be happy to travel up north, up the line as they say, from here, and obviously welcome other people down here to Cornwall to play. So 2018, yeah, let's get it on. Let's meet up as much as we can, and I'll come up to meet you, and if you're coming down south or the southwest, I'll try and link up with you here as well. I've noticed, and it's been one of the things I've noticed since I've started the channel, that whilst there are a lot of people who play golf in Cornwall and Devon down this way, and there are some golfing YouTubers, you know, some are massive, like the Mark Crossfields of this world, who are very, very, you know, very busy. There are smaller ones, but for some reason, none of them seem to want to collaborate very much with each other. They have their own 1 or 2 people that they like, and they don't really help anybody else out. And that's a real shame. I've also found that quite a few people that I've asked if they want to play on my channel that aren't actually YouTubers but are just golfers locally, and they don't want to be on film and that sort of thing. So maybe we're just a bit more reserved and shy down here, I don't know. I do think golf in the southwest seems to be quite insular. No disrespect to people, but it's just the way I feel. So part of what I'm going to be doing in 2018 is I'm going to be travelling. I'm going to try and meet up with people like Liam, and I'll be going up the line, as they call it, from Cornwall. So I'll be venturing out of Cornwall. Last year was very much Cornwall, Cornish courses and showcasing them, and yeah, I'll still be doing that because there's an awful lot of courses I haven't played yet in Cornwall and Devon. But I want to move out, and we're going to start travelling to different areas. So again, like I said in the previous answer to the other question, I'm going to be getting fitter, and I'm going to be doing little kind of 3 or 4 day road trips where I'll be playing different people in different locations. And of course, Liam, if you're coming down this way, or Andy from Tiuplo, or any of you, Martin Golfer, Grumpy Golfer, there's lots and lots of you who are all kind of further up north. But if you're ever all coming down this way, let me know and we'll get it on. Yeah, the more collaborations, the better. There's been an awful lot of stuff on YouTube over the last few days, you know, some kind of Twitter war going on, and just sniping backwards and forwards between big YouTubers and other big YouTubers. You know, you all know who they are if you watch it. And I don't think the smaller ones are like that. I think certainly the ones that I've met or the ones that I speak to are all very friendly. It just happens to be that none of them are down here in Cornwall. So yeah, let's get some vlogs together. Let's get some collaborations amongst all the smaller and medium-sized YouTubers. And let's get golf on YouTube as much as possible. And above all, let's make it fun. So, sorry about this. It's been a very long, winding video. If you've had a couple of drinks in between, that's fine. But I'd just like to wish you all a very happy new year and a great 2018. And I hope to see as many of you as possible sometime on a course next year. Or this year. This year? Next year? You know what I mean. See you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.